KINK, and it really is one of the reasons we came here. We love the station, and so kind of just talk about your role and how you keep this to be the greatest station in town.
In the world.
Yeah, in the world. I'm sorry. Well, I totally lost the scope there. Sorry about that.
Well, we're fortunate that we have a great team of people, and our company gives us a lot of resources that some other radio stations don't have anymore. We have a great air staff and a full air staff, and a lot of stations are automated in many day parts, or their shows are delivered from other markets. And we have the Bing Lounge, which is an incredible live facility to promote bands. Internationally, you know, we've had over 1 million views on the performances on the Bing Lounge on YouTube over the past year.
Awesome.
And my job is really everything besides the commercials, and sometimes I wander in that territory too if they're really bad. But mostly, I hire all the DJs. I decide what I want them to do in terms of, for instance, where the newscast will be, the length of the newscast, the features outside of the morning show or in the morning show, all the music, every song. I program. We have a computer program that does the initial sort based on rules we've given it, but then I go through and go, no, the song next to that song would sound crummy, and I move things around to make it the flow perfect. And I do that every day, including when I'm even on holiday. We do it 10 days in advance when I go on vacation. I work with David to plan the station events and marketing and promotions that we do, both on the air and externally in the market. Book bands, create CDs, both local music CDs and those with national artists. We do 4 CDs a year, which is a lot. And generally try and keep an upbeat, fun atmosphere around here so that people want to come to work and have fun.
Yeah, well, I definitely think you succeeded. Jason, do you have questions for Chris, the program director of KINK?
What do you do here?
Well, she kind of already answered that one. Yeah. I have a question I think Jason would like. What's it like, the process of interviewing and hiring a DJ? You must listen to an air check, but talk about that process.
Fortunately, I haven't had to hire too many because when I got here there were really great DJs here. But yes, they send me resumes and air checks, and I listen to them and try and determine whether they'd be right for KINK and whether they fit our sound or not, because there's a lot of different kinds of DJs. And you know, there's only a certain style that we're looking for on KINK. And if I have an opening and they seem to fit it, then, you know, when I hire them, then I coach them on what I want them to do and say, and pronunciation of a few artists that we play that are not mass appeal, that could be misconstrued. For instance, Bruce Coburn, which is actually spelled Bruce Cockburn.
Yes.
And if the person I'm hiring is unfamiliar with a lot of the music we play, then that's going to really show that they don't know what they're talking about if they say that on KINK.
Indeed.
So I have to, you know, train them on a few specific things like that, and give them the basic lowdown on what it is that we want on the air. We're really a pretty music-focused radio station, but we do have a strong attitude between the records in terms of personality, style, and you know, try and find people who fit that mold.
And last question, one of the things I like about the station is how community-oriented you are, and the great way that you profile different things happening in the community on weekends or, you know, just in general in town. Can you kind of talk about that focus and your commitment to that?
Well, KINK is one, again, we're very lucky to be truly a local radio station. The company only owns the Alpha Complex here in Portland. We may grow, we may go outside of this market, but right now we're totally Portland-centric, which is a great advantage to us because, and we have live DJs on an everyday part that are from here, that live here, that are not voice tracking the show from San Diego and sending it to us.
I didn't know that.
A lot of stations do that now.
Yeah.
And so we're fortunate to be able to have real people here who are in touch with the community, and we get asked to do a lot of things, and we try and accommodate as many as we can and be involved with as many lifestyle. We have some ongoing things that we do every year we sponsor the Noon Tunes at Pioneer Square and the outdoor movies down there, and the Blues Fest at the waterfront in the summer. Those are a few of our bigger benchmark events, and then we are always doing a million runs, walks, charity events. The list just goes on, and we're fortunate to be involved in a lot of local organizations, because one of the reasons that we get asked to do so much is because we working with KINK makes their events successful. So we're doing a lot.
Great.
All right, we'll let you get back to work. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And then we're going to give a bunch of our cards to Dave, and he can kind of pass them around to some different people that we've met.
How long have you been doing this?
How long have I been doing this?
Yeah.
Way too long.
Way too long. Way too long.
I've been doing this for 33 years.
Wow, that's great.
I started as a DJ.
You started as a DJ?
Was that all,
That's 4 years,
was it all
guys.
KINK, or?
Pardon me? No. I started as a DJ. I went to grad school in Eugene, and I worked at the college station there. I was an NPR reporter and public affairs director at the University of Oregon, and then got my first full-time job in radio there at a station called KZL. And I started as a DJ, 7 to midnight, and then I worked my way up to being a music director, and then I worked my way up to doing afternoon drive on the air, and became a program director. And then moved to Seattle.
You're going to hear me on the radio.
And started a station called The Mountain, which is very similar
That's why
to
I'm
KINK.
trying to get that job.
And I programmed that for 15 years. Then I moved to San Francisco and programmed a station called Alice for several years.
Yeah.
And I've been at KINK
I
for
know
almost
it's
2 years.
live.
Wow, okay.
Great.
Long time.
Yeah, thank you.
How much older than I look?
Maybe I'll edit up what somebody new.
Okay, well, thank you, Chris.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.